See, I know what y'all thinking. What's a homeboy doing talking about his favorite flavors? Guess I had a little bit of taste for a piece of cinema. In this case, wanted to talk to you about one of my favorite locations of South Central Los Angeles. Let's get to it. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Sterling on Cinemas. That's Cinemas with an S. And today I'll be giving you my review on, you could probably guess it, Boyz n the Hood, by my reference to South Central Los Angeles. Now, before I begin, if you're new to this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment on the section below, and most importantly, watch. And this is going to be one of those reviews where you're going to want to watch. Holy, it's great. I mean, you can tell it's going to be great because I'm in costume. I got the do-rag, got the hat. And speaking of which, this video is sponsored by AOG. Wear for what you stand and stand for what you wear. You can support my mother by clicking the link in the description below, or if you're on Instagram, you can follow her at AOG. Let's get to it. So, Boyz n the Hood sees Trey sent to live with his father, Furious Styles, in the rough and tough South Central Los Angeles. Although his hard-nosed father instills proper values, morals, and respect in him, and his devout girlfriend, Brandi, played by a 17-year-old Nia Long, teaches him about faith. Trey's friend, Doughboy, played by Ice Cube in his first standout role in a feature film, and Ricky, played by Morris Chestnut, don't have the same kind of support and are drawn into the neighborhood's booming and drug and gang culture with increasingly tragic results that occur on a daily basis. So, how do I feel about the story? Well, John Singleton's directorial debut on Boyz n the Hood was a huge breakthrough for black cinema at the time and going forward. It has been said that the idea for the screenplay came from an idea Singleton proposed when applying to the film school at University of South Carolina, and Singleton was still a recent graduate when he got the green light to construct it. I believe this is the first time we get a genuine, authentic, and accurate portrayal of not just South Central Los Angeles, but the basic premise of the projects. It's no surprise seeing how John Singleton is from South Central Los Angeles himself, and 9 times out of 10, when you watch his films, the hood is very accurate. The way it's portrayed is super accurate, from the amount of language, to the amount of violence, to the amount of hate, the amount of ignorance that goes on in the hood. The whole point of this movie was not to exploit people from the hood or poke fun at them. That's really Friday. That movie is Friday. If you're looking for comedy that basically pokes fun at the hood, that's actually the Friday movies. But to expose audiences around the world about the sad and scary atmosphere in the ghetto and what most black people have to live through on a daily basis, with shootings and gang violence being the dominant conflict. This movie really changed my perspective on everybody in the hood, because like back in middle school, I used to think that everybody who lives in the hood tolerates the hate and the violence. But then again, there are those who are living in the projects because it's what they can afford as far as housing and what they can live with. Now, aside from Boyz n the Hood being loved due to its transparency and raw nature, it's a true classic with its soundtrack, the acting, the lines, and of course, the memorably tragic death of Ricky Baker that I'm sure pulled a tear from everybody in the audience, including me. First time, that was probably the one time in the movie where I had a genuine sadness feeling. The other thing that makes this movie about the movie is that it uses ignorance to its advantage to offer comedic relief and lighten the tone of the film. Because most of the time in the hood, or somebody who's ignorant, if somebody from the hood says something ignorant, it's funny. That is where the saying, ignorance is bliss, comes in. This idiom is used to say that a person who does not know about a problem, but don't even worry about it. Or like Ice Cube said, either they don't know, don't show, or don't care about what goes on in the hood. The characters. It's not a coincidence seeing how I had to get into character for this segment of the review. So, anyway, Boyz n the Hood is also regarded for its cast, with Cuba Gooding Jr. in his first breakout role as Trey Styles. And fun fact, I learned that Will Smith was actually going to originally take the role of Trey Styles, but of course, he turned it down so he could focus on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Ice Cube played Darren Baker, aka Doughboy. Morris Chestnut is Ricky Baker. Lawrence Fishburne is Jason Styles, or Furious as everybody calls him in the film. Angela Bassett as Reva Styles, and Nia Long as Brandi, and the list goes on. So, as you can see, it seems like an all-star cast. While each character we see is from South Central Los Angeles and some other rough neighborhood like Compton or Crenshaw, not all of the characters are the same, as you can see. And this goes back to my changed perspective on the hood and how everybody is different, even if it seems that everybody tolerates the violence. Trey Styles represents somebody who was raised with the proper values and morals instilled inside of him. Doughboy represents somebody who becomes hard after getting abused and mistreated by his folks and other people older than him, hence thug life. Thuglife. Ricky is pretty much the flip side of who Doughboy is, which is successful in school and college bound. Now, Regina King, who was also in Poetic Justice, which is also directed by Singleton, represents the average homegirl. Brandi is a complete opposite from the average homegirl. She is a Catholic who is the one that Trey chooses to fall for, seeing how she has those good morals instilled inside of her too. My man, see, that is the kind of girl I'm looking for. That is the kind of girl I want. The racist cop in the movie represents self-hatred to a point where he even hates people who look like him, making him a bad cop. Furious Styles, who is my personal favorite character in this movie, is like the disciplinary of the hood and not just towards Trey. He's probably the wisest character in this movie, who also has wisdom that anybody can gain from a person like Furious. The one character that I hate in this movie, though, is the mother of Ricky and Doughboy. She represents that parent who shows partiality towards one child and a biased attitude towards the other. She has pretty much always spoiled Ricky and left Doughboy with nothing. Didn't even have a care in the world if he got locked up at a young age. But at the end of the day, everybody's purpose is different. Now, specifically speaking, Trey's main goal halfway through the film is to completely leave Los Angeles for good. Like he doesn't want to have a whole life in the ghetto. Like, he's sick and tired of the environment he has to live through every day. He can't even sleep because of the gunshots at night. Like, it's getting to a point where he wants to completely leave and abandon this atmosphere, abandon his people, not in a way he doesn't like them. He cares about them. He wishes the best for them. He's getting out to stay alive. Now, a decision like that is pretty understandable, and I don't blame him because, like I said, he's like anybody who lives in the hood that just can't stand the residents. I get it. I haven't lived in the hood. I don't know what that's like, but I understand. I can see the struggles that they have to go through every day. The movie makes us feel sorry for each of the characters, whether they're for the violence like Doughboy or against it like Trey, because it is only a matter of time before somebody's going to get smoked. It's like a time bomb just waiting to go off. Rotten Tomatoes gives Boyz n the Hood a 96% score. Boyz n the Hood is such a cultural phenomenon and a directorial introduction that everyone will remember. Figuratively speaking, Boyz n the Hood is rated R for being real, resilient, raw. And I will most definitely give Boyz n the Hood 9.6 SOs out of 10. It was excellent. It was awesome. It was authentic. It did not hold back. It didn't sugarcoat. It didn't exaggerate. It didn't do none of that. So, if you've seen Boyz n the Hood, that is the end of my review, by the way. But if you've seen Boyz n the Hood, you can let me know what you feel about it in the comment section below. And how well does it resonate with you to this day compares as opposed to when you first saw it if you were a millennial. Like, I've seen it twice to this point and it still gets me every time. Like, when I first saw it, I was blown away. Because by the opening, I could tell this was going to be a serious film. And John Singleton has went on to keep this tone in each of his films before his tragic past in like 2018 or 2017, if I'm not wrong. But you can let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys next time. Oh, before I go, sorry. You can comment what you think about my outfit. Because, like, this is one of those reviews where I love to dress up. Like, I got everything. I got the shades. I got the hat. I got the do-rag. I got the medallions. Like, originally, I had an original recording for this. But then I figured, you know what? I want to include the medallions in this. I want to include the medals in this. And now I got that jacket. It may not be South Central Los Angeles, but you know. And then I got that Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So that's true. Even if it's not, you know, even if it's not all South Central Los Angeles, you get the point. But I'll see you guys next time in my next video. Bye.